So guys, today we wanted to do this video in English. It's almost we did the same video in Spanish, but some people would like to like my friend Nick, that he lived in my neighborhood back in the state, and he was saying like he was watching the other video, but he couldn't understand nothing. So we decided to do this video in English, and here we go. So here where we are now, we are in Country Club Yucatán. Yucatán Country Club here in Mérida, Mexico. This place is beautiful. It's something unique. It's very amazing. You have everything inside here. Basically, you have a super nice school. It's international school that you can bring.
Right next door.
Yeah, it's right next door. It's inside.
Yeah, there's
club.
access through here to get there.
This Mérida is a very safe city, like a very, very safe city. Like you can go anywhere, anytime, and it's obviously you have to keep your guard up in any city on the world that you are. But this city is super safe. It's one of the safest city in Mexico.
It's known to be.
And I heard it is also one of the safest cities in the world. So another thing that I want to say is a very expensive city. It's the more expensive city in the south of Mexico. So I want you guys to keep that in mind.
You mean the north of Mexico?
South of Mexico. We are in the south of Mexico.
Oh, south of Mexico.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
You gotta get closer.
No se da cuenta. Yeah.
So it's a very expensive city compared with the rest of the country. Like I can say that this city, you can compare some expensive with a lot of cities in the state. Just to make an example, like this place where we are right now, you can find property and $1 or $1.5 million. But we can range from, let's say, you can find an apartment with 350 or 300. Like a very nice apartment and very secure area, because one of the things is like you go to the main secure entry where you put your face, you have a face recognition, and then you come in. Now you got different places with different security, some cluster. They are clusters, so in any cluster, it doesn't matter if I live inside here in Country Club, that I can go to any cluster. No, it's not like that.
You need a QR code to go inside. You need access to go inside every cluster.
Yeah, you gotta live in that cluster to have access to that cluster. So people that where we was right now, where we have this land for sale, they cannot go where we live. They need to have that QR and authorization to go in that area. So you basically are able to go to where you live. But everything is in the same neighborhood. So you got the main entry, and then you have all these clusters with different security.
Clusters is the same thing as like neighborhoods, but they're smaller neighborhoods, and that's why it's called a cluster, because it's like just a cluster of either homes, whether it's apartments or mainly homes. There's mainly homes here.
An apartment, like right here, we close on it's a complex of building
of apartments.
Yeah, of the apartment, and we live. You have both. You have houses and you have apartment. And
it's like a flat. It's like they call it villas. It's like a villa. That's what they say.
So let's talk about how much costs to live down here in Mexico or Mérida. So one of the main things I always explain, if you're planning to move, you need to put some budget on to move to anywhere in the world you're going. So how much I recommend you to have cash. Listen, if you have to move with no cash because you have to do what you got to do. With $0, you cannot do it because you're going to struggle like big time. You need something. You need 10,000, 20,000. Idea, you got to be 15 and over. Why? Why I say that? Okay, just to explain to you guys, if you're going to rent a place down here, you have no credit. The credit we have back in the States or back in Canada or wherever you come from, it's not count right here. So I want to say that you struggle to open a bank account. So basically, with the documentation that you have from the state, you cannot come here and go to the bank and open a bank account. It's not work like that. You need to have some type of residency or visa here in Mexico to be able to open an account. I will say a visa, a residency. You need to have a temporary residency or
Resident, you need to be a temporary resident or permanent resident.
Yeah.
If that is not possible or tangible for you, you can use what we've used too, which is very good and very convenient. It's called Wise. You can download the app on your phone and you can transfer money. You can make payments if you need to your landlord, things of that nature. It simplifies your
yeah, we use Wise for everything.
in case you cannot or are unable to open a bank account.
Yeah. So basically, Wise, you have to link Wise with your bank account for whatever country you live.
Right, because you can change the currency from anywhere.
And you transfer from your original bank account to Wise, and then Wise convert that money and the currency of the country that you are. Right now in Mexico, so you bring the US dollar to Wise, and Wise convert you, and they give you a very good
better rate than anybody else, better rate than Western Union.
To be honest,
better rate than Remitly. Wise is the best conversion rate.
Yeah. So anyway, so let's say that you want to rent an apartment. The apartment can go from $500 to $1,500 to $2,500. It depends what do you want to choose
and where you live.
Yeah,
that's not
here where we are. An apartment. Let's say an apartment with 3 rooms, around 1,800 square feet, which is a very nice apartment, and 4 bathroom because I laugh, but it's so good. Every house, every apartment is about 4 to 6 bathrooms.
They always have more bathrooms than they do bedrooms.
Yeah. It's a lot of bathrooms, so you're not going to have problems.
But
it's super convenient. Super convenient. Even the dog can go to the bathroom. So anyway, you can choose an apartment like that around $1,500, between $1,000 to $1,500. Yeah, I'm talking about US dollar right now. And a house, like a nice house, it could be $25,000 to $3,000 or more. So you can choose whatever is good for you or whatever you think is comfortable for you. So once you have that and you choose the apartment or place you want to live, you need to have a secure deposit. So let's say we're talking about $1,000 apartment. You need $1,000 for deposit, and you need another $1,000. Look at that German Shepherd; it's beautiful.
Yeah, I was looking at it.
It's very beautiful.
Yeah.
So you need another $1,000 that they call a security. So the monthly explain that. The monthly you're going to live in a deposit and a security deposit.
Yeah. So 3 months. You have to pay 3 months worth.
Also, half of that amount, let's say you rent is $1,000, you're going to pay $500 to do the contract for your lease.
Right, so, they have like a notary.
Yeah.
Typically, the owner has their own notary. They bring them, and then you have to pay half of whatever your rent is for that service, for the contract that you're going to sign with the landlord.
In some cases, the apartment or the houses is going to be fully furnished.
Furnished, yes.
Furnished. So it's going to be more expensive if it's furnished.
It's very common to have a furnished apartment.
Or you got it empty and you have to buy everything.
Refrigerator, washer, dryer, everything.
Yeah.
It's either bare or it's full.
But it's any price, guys. It's any price. And here, and you can find like we explained, you can find something on $500 with 1 room. And obviously you have a big difference between a $500 or $600 or $700 place and a $1,000 or $1,500 place. It's a big difference.
In other words, you have options. You can go from $500 a month to $3,000 a month or more, depending on where you choose and what your budget might be. So, stay in the States. If you are conservative, you can have, I think $100 bill for electricity. Your stoves typically are gas, and at least our dryer is also gas, which is new. So I've never experienced anything like that. And then you have your water. Water is, what did you say? Water is $50?
$28.
$28.
Yeah, no more than that.
So the biggest bill that you're going to have is going to be your rent and your electricity, depending on how you choose to maneuver your electricity. I want to say this. We say 50,000. You're going to need some cash for that. Let's say 5,000.
and you go to do your to choose your place. Let's say that you don't go into you don't have to pay. It's furniture.
Furnished.
Furniture. It's furniture. You don't have to buy furniture. And let's say that you're going to buy a car, $10,000 to $15,000 car.
Wow.
So you're already in 20, and also
It's a move, and you're moving from one
and
country to
if
another.
you are retired, if you have a business that it provide you $5,000 a month or more, you fine. It don't have to be the 50,000 cash. But if you got that money
But
secure,
you cannot come with just the salary that you make, whether it's retirement or
Yeah.
whether it's
Yeah.
you cannot come like that. You need to have some sort of money, something minimum $10,000 plus whatever you receive monthly to be able to breathe, because you need to pay 3 months of your rent. You need to settle in, whether you like it or you're not. You're gonna have to buy new things. Our apartment came semi-furnished. We had to buy furniture for each room, and everything is a process, and you don't want to feel like you can't breathe because you had to move and you don't have.
but I want to say this because it's doable, guys.
It
It's
is
more
doable.
comfortable if you got something safe, but it's doable.
You want to prepare.
Yeah, it's better to be prepared.
You want to prepare, and you want to be attack the problems before the problem arises. So you don't want to see yourself moving from one country to another and not being able to get the things that you need because a lack of.
It's
lack
like
of
you
money.
move from one state to the other, you spend a lot of money in that move. Imagine if you move from one country to the
To
other.
another, yes. Yes. I do want to talk about the schools. The school here that we've chosen here in Mérida, Mexico, is an international school, and we are over the moon with the school. I've never seen anything like this. The way that they teach the children, the
Interaction, guys. The interaction helps the kids a lot.
Everybody says good morning. Everybody says good afternoon.
You can keep talking. You don't have to frost. You can keep talking.
Okay, but so the school, we're really happy with the school. We've even seen the change in our daughters. Both of them are semi-shy. If they don't know you, they won't really acknowledge you, even if unless we tell them, to say good morning, to say hi. And now it's becoming more of a natural thing. All the securities to say hi, they say buenos dias. In this school,
They're learning Spanish. They're learning Spanish very fast.
Is English and Spanish. All of the core subjects are in English, but they have Spanish class every single day. And not just that, they teach them about life, like how to be sanitary, how, for example, it was testing all week, and our oldest daughter came home having to study about your, skeleton, and what does your bones and your skeleton protect? It protects your organs.
This is
and what
first and second grade.
What does it do for your body? What does it help you do? It helps you move. And these are things that I've never seen, even me as a kid that I was born and raised in the United States, saw or learned in the way that they're learning. We are paying for the school, so there might be a difference if you choose a different route. We are just very happy, and it was one of the primary things that we were worried about before we came. We studied, we tried to make the best decision and not make a mistake when it came to the school, because essentially the children spend most of their day there. So you want to make sure that you make the right choice.
Yeah, also the place we live, all the kids are living
in Yucatán Country Club. So all their friends are there.
That help a lot.
And it makes them feel good. It makes them feel good that all their friends, we're on the way to school in the golf cart and they see their friend from school and one is screaming the other one's name. And it almost feels like we go back in time when it was simpler, where all the kids are running around, they're saying hi, they're riding bike to school, they're walking to school. You see the moms on the bikes too.
We're talking about little kids, guys, like 4 years old, going on the bike to the school with the oldest brother.
The scooters, they'll go on electric scooters.
On bike.
Yeah. But the kids really like the electric.
Here's how I see this thing.
Wait, I want to mention they give you all of the supplies. So in the US, you're spending at least the last 2 years that the girls went to school in the US in a charter school. So we didn't pay for the school; it was a charter school. I would spend between $800 to $1,000 to get all of their school supplies that they needed to send to school. Here, yes, we pay every month, but there are no school supplies. All I bought were pencils, color pencils, a scissor, glue, their book bag. Everything else the school provides, which for
And
me
they make
was
another thing. The homework, they put a lot of
a
homework.
lot of homework. Oh my gosh.
Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Thursday to
Yeah, the first 3 days of the week.
Monday through Thursday.
Yeah.
There's
After that, they try not to send the kid with the homework.
Right.
They're starting to slow down a little bit, and also is very advanced the computer lab they have.
all their homework is on their iPad.
Yeah.
So there's an app for each. I've never seen anything like it. Everything is on the iPad. So their math homework, their language arts, their phonics, their Spanish, their books, the things that they're supposed to be reading. The apps are called IXL for math, and then their language arts and also Spanish is on an app called Seesaw, and then they have for their reading also English and Spanish is called Raz Kids. Sorry, there's a lot of bumps here.
Yeah.
It's called Raz Kids, and they get to record themselves reading the books, and it's just a whole different dynamic that they have here in this international school, and I'd imagine in any the other international schools that they have here in Mérida. But
The main thing is how safe we feel with the kid. And like I explained in different video, guys, I don't talking about. They said in general, they respect kids here in Mexico. They don't do crazy things.
yes,
To
so
kids.
if your child is having a temper tantrum in the middle of the mall, nobody is going to look at you in some type of way and make you feel embarrassed or like belittle you because your child is having a tantrum in the middle of the mall. On the contrary, they are there like to help you. They are there to I don't know, console you. Nobody looks at you in any which way. And
Everyone don't mind their own business.
and everybody helps each other. Like for example, in the mall in Galerías, there's a mall called Galerías here. We've gone there a bunch of times. There's a ice skating rink in the middle of the mall. Never seen that, but there's an ice skating rink in the middle of the mall, and we let the girls go by themselves. The first time I went in with them, and then I think like the second time we said, okay, you can go on your own, and we'll watch you from up here. And I, as a mom, was nervous because I was thinking, what if they fall? Like just mom thing. And so I'm standing there, kind of like hovering, looking, and there's a lady, young girl. And she sees that the girls are trying to get in, but they're struggling. And the woman helped the children, helped my daughters get on the ice, making sure that they didn't fall until they got their footing, and then went on their way. And I feel like in the States they wouldn't do that. They'd be like, find your own way, So it makes you feel good. Buenos días.
Buenos días.
So that's just we have children where we do everything together, and for us that's one of the, if not the biggest thing for us here.
Yeah, and we just want to translate our time for our experience, no?
Yeah,
how you can say
we
that.
want to share. We want to share our experience, and there's a lot of people moving to Mérida. He gets emails.
Yeah.
He gets emails all the time for people that are trying to get out of the States and come here to Mérida, and I mean,
it's all demographic. It's not just one type of demographic.
No.
A lot of retirees too.
Yes.
They want to go down here because of the slow pace of life. And guys, the life on the weekend we went to the central, and the vibe was very good, right?
Yeah, for Dia de los Muertos.
Yeah, it was very good.
Yeah. So I can't
And
wait.
you don't feel in any moment like you have to look over the shoulder and nothing like that. And guys, I want to specify one more time. Our experience is here in Mérida. We cannot say nothing about a different city. We're talking about Mérida, Mexico, and Mérida. I cannot talk about another city. I want to be very specific with that because people hear a lot of crazy things. But here we found this very safe and very good.
We're happy here.
Yeah.
We're happy here. Any move is that you have to adapt, right? You want to adapt to the culture and to everything that's here because this is where you're living now. But
yeah, it's a lot of things better on the state. Here, it's a lot of things better here than the state.
There's things you're gonna miss, and there's things.
Yeah.
But we're happy, and our daughters are happy, and And that's the biggest thing. And if you have any questions, or if you have anything at all, feel free to reach out to us. We'd be more than happy to give you our opinion, or our best advice, whatever it may be. So see you in the next one.